Hi guys, Josh from TT101. Today I want to talk to you guys about the Ruger SR1911 series of handguns. I've got 4 options that they offer that I happen to carry at my store that I'm going to be talking to you guys about today. So you guys stay tuned for an interesting video. Alright guys, I hope you all can see much better now. Now I have 4 different offerings to show you guys today that we happen to sell at the Big R in Homer Glen, Illinois, where I manage the gun department. Now I have the 2 Commander models and the 2 full-size models that we happen to carry before you guys today. Now all of these guns are very similar as far as features go. You have the skeletonized trigger and also the skeletonized hammer and oversized beaver tail. I really like how this flares out quite a bit, and it really provides a nice feel in the hand. And as you can see, I don't have a very big mitt for a guy, but it really does protect if there was going to be some kind of slide bite scenario. So I really like that a lot. Now the other thing that is very similar on all of these, well exactly the same that is, they all use Novak style sights, and they're actually real Novak sights. It says it right inside of there. I hope you all can see that given the light is hitting it properly. But they are very nice 3-dot sights. They line up quite well, and I really like how they provided those with this setup. Now I also have 2 other guns that I'm going to show you guys today just to express how good of a deal you are getting with all these SR1911s. Now I have the lightweight model here in the Commander size, and it is very light compared to the standard Commander, which is all stainless steel, that is, and this uses an alloy lower frame. I don't know the exact weight on this. Unfortunately, I should have figured that out before I started this video, but it is much lighter in comparison to this one here. I'd highly suggest holding this one at the local gun store near you, and you can get a better understanding as far as the weight comparison. Now, one gripe that I've heard a lot of people talk about as far as with the SR1911s, they do not have ambidextrous safeties. It's only set up for a right-handed person. Now you could have this modified by a gunsmith, or you could do it yourself to put an ambidextrous safety in this, but that'd be more money you'd have to throw into it. So unfortunately for all the you lefties out there, it's a right-handed world, and Ruger wasn't really thinking about you on these builds, unfortunately. So but that being said, if you are left-handed, I'm sure you are very used to having to deal with minor inconveniences like this, so that's all I can really say on that. Now they all have the adjustable skeletonized triggers, which I don't know if I mentioned that before, but it is a very nice trigger pull. I'm only going to dry fire this one time. I don't like to do this too often, but I will show you guys as far as on the camera goes here. Very nice, clean, crisp trigger. And it's also adjustable, like I said before, so you could even tune it up a little bit more to your liking, which I like quite a lot. And I just really like the overall look of all of these firearms. You're just getting a whole lot packed into a very affordable price. Now, of course, the lightweight model is going to be a little more expensive than your standard model, given that they had to implement a little bit more technology to produce one of these. Another thing to note is, on the lightweight model as well, it's actually a little bit thinner in comparison to the standard model. I hope that you guys can get a good view of that as far as how thin the lightweight model is compared to the standard model. And it actually does provide a different feel in the hand, and if you don't have a very large hand like I do, it does actually fit quite well in my hand. Now Ruger also sells a 9mm lightweight Commander, and they also have a 9mm full-size handgun now. I just happen to be out of those at this time, but that being said, it's damn near the same size as this, and this exactly pretty much the exact same as far as the 1911 and the 9mm goes. Now, the full-size model is going to have all of the same features packed into the Commander on this model as well. So you're going to get your oversized beaver tail, which is quite nice. I really like how that flares up like that. There's 2 other models of firearms that I'm going to show you guys in comparison to show you how good of a deal these are, but they do not have this incorporated into the design. Again, skeletonized hammer and skeletonized trigger, which is also adjustable once again. One other thing I did not mention, the magazine release on the SR1911 is a little bit longer than I've seen on other models. So it's actually easier easier to get to. You don't feel like you're just trying to search for it, or you don't have to move your grip to try and get to it, which is really nice. Now, as far as the lockup goes on all of these, they're very tight. The only one that has a little bit of slap is going to be the Commander. I don't know why, but it does have a slight bit of slap. I don't know if you'll even be able to see this, but you can almost hear it. If I stay quiet. But if you do that with the full-size model, very, very subtle. There's not much at all. And a lot of guys are very into having a very solid lockup, and this, as far as I'm concerned, has a very solid lockup, so that's really nice. Now, this is the 5-inch model. It's going to be a full-size 1911, and the lightweight and Commander size, I believe these are a 4 or 4.5-inch barrel. I can't remember off the top of my head at the moment. But to move on, I have also their tactical model that they offer, and again, this has the Novak sights, the skeletonized adjustable trigger, oversized beaver tail, and the the skeletonized hammer. But there is some differences to this one. You also get the 8-round magazine. That does come with this model here. I forgot to mention that. But you do get an 8-round capacity magazine and a 7-round capacity magazine with both of these units right here. But the coolest feature of the tactical model, in my opinion, aside from it being black, because I really like black firearms, it has the accessory rail underneath here. Now, if this was to be offered by a company like Springfield, you would be looking at an over $1,000 gun. You really are getting a lot of gun for the money. I mean, at $780, you really can't beat that. And I've been heavily considering purchasing this one as my first 1911, as I don't own one currently. So I really like this model a lot. I'm gonna go try and shoot it before I purchase it, or try and shoot any one of these before I purchase one of these SR1911s. But based off of the features and everything you're getting, as far as I'm concerned, it's just a fantastic deal in my opinion. But I'm going to show you guys two other guns now to express really what kind of deal you're getting with all of these Rugers. Alright guys, so I'm going to end this video with the two models that are not as good of a deal compared to the SR1911s. This is the Colt 1991, I believe that's the model number on this, and this is a Remington R1. Now these are in a mil-spec configuration, so it has a mil-spec hammer, beaver tail, and trigger along with these sights. Now one thing I would like to note, I like the grips a little bit better on the Colt. I like that rich dark rosewood on that, but as far as the Remington's concerned, it is also in a stainless steel configuration, but for $730 in comparison to the $700 for the SR1911, the full-size model, you're really getting a lot more for your money with the Ruger, excuse me. So that being said, this one is not a great deal. Now the Colt is coming in at $800. That surpasses the SR1911 in the tactical configuration for $780. And again, you're really not getting a whole lot of bang for your buck, aside from the nicer grips and maybe a little tighter lockup with the Colt. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's going to end it for you guys today. So if you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button and the like button. I greatly appreciate that. And don't forget to look in the description of this video as to where I work. And also check out my Amazon affiliate website link. All the sales that go through that helps keep cool content coming to you guys. So you guys take care and stay tuned for more interesting videos.